because of the call that she had herself. And she realized that the call was not from the people outside, but it was from Jesus calling her to do this job.
So being ordained is simply recognizing what has already happened. God has already called her, and we now are recognizing that, catching up with what God has already done.
I didn't choose myself. God had chosen me. God had chosen me.
Well, welcome everyone to this special day that God has brought into being in this Church of the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit has been blowing and working in people's hearts and lives in this community. And today we gather because of the Holy Spirit working in Yulki's life. She has been made a deacon, and today she will be made a priest.
I was really happy to be ordained as a priest for my people.
I will by God's grace.
It's a new thing. We never been having deacon lady and a priest lady, because they didn't want any woman to be made deacon or priest. They want all the men. But now, year 2009, they've seen what had happened, this ceremony.
Yulki has been studying in theology for nearly 30 years. It's only in the last 10 years that women have been able to step forward and be ordained here in this community.
Yulki's role in fostering church maturity, church growth is really very significant. She has a remarkable mind, and one of the reasons she was happy to be ordained in Creole instead of Wuboy, which is mainly spoken by older people, is that she wanted the younger people to understand the significance of what was happening. What were those promises she was making? And that was more likely to happen in Creole.
We have every confidence that you have already pondered these things deeply.
While Mela Basabi, you've been already thinking about all these Lord things.
With many communities suffering great stress and violence and great difficulties, women are very important in holding the communities together. And the men recognise those women, and the Aboriginal ordained men standing with Yulki in that call. A call not only to be a priest, but to be a strong leader. Grant to Yulki, merciful God, grace and power to fulfil her ministry and to watch over and care for the people committed to her charge.
Even my sister, she's been ordained so she could be able to go out, not only here, but when she goes out to another place and try to encourage people out there, she could be able to do her sacraments, like using Holy Communion with those people, having fellowship with those people, not only preaching to them and without communion, but now she can do that. I'm very pleased with that.
When I see people passed away, and they bring in it and they put it in here, and us, in my heart, when I see them, I feel sad. I never been taking Holy Communion to this old lady. I say to myself inside me, I'm a priest now. I can go and take Holy Communion to the old people.
she sees herself as taking the gospel to other places and stirring up both people, churches that might be struggling, and reaching out to new people. And this is the reason that she's been ordained as a priest evangelist, because her ministry is one that involves a lot of going to other places. So she's got a very big ministry ahead of her for someone her age.
I've been doing that work before, long time ago, like evangelist, going out to other places, to some of the places and to outstation. I've been doing that work before, long time ago.
I told her not to go. Stay with us. We'll go. If you want to go and preach somewhere else, we go together. But she said, no, I'm going to do it myself. I go and preach to encourage other people. So it was good to have this ordination for her to be able to do, to carry on what her plan was. So I'm very pleased with that. So she could, go out, and I'll be able to look after the church by myself with the other Christian behind me.
And God says more and more, God is one who had spoken about his son.
The commandments, that they are not hard to follow.
One of the great gifts of the Indigenous Church, it is led by Indigenous people. There are no white fellas telling Aboriginal church leaders here in this community what to do, and they are showing what it means to be strong people in a place of great challenge.
Verse 1 to 21.
And they are people that have had the tried and tested experience of being able to deal with the violence, deal with the poverty, and provide some wisdom.
It has been given to us that we can be able to work with our own people, our ways, with a little bit of knowledge that we have, what we learned from the missionaries themselves and the priests themselves. So we're trying to carry on what we learned and to share with our people now. But it is very hard for us Aboriginal people to stand up and to take that opportunity to work as a leader, Christian leader, for their own people here at this place.
I'm not here for myself. I'm here for you. I've been made a priest to serve you as a servant for God.
For Aboriginal people, they just watch. They watch and see every step that you're trying to take or move. They watch. It's really hard.
Jesus got all these disciples, first people. He got all these followers. He was going around teaching, doing healing. I'm going to follow Jesus' footsteps, like a journey. If I can follow Jesus' footsteps, he's going to lead me to that place, to that country.
Fill my hands unto the fullness. Feed my bread, drink my wine. The love I bear is held for no one. All I own and all I do, I give to you. Take my time unto the fullness. Find in me the trust you see. Take my hand to you and free me. All I own and all I do, I give to you.